I mentioned the various debut parties that sound very shallow, but it was impressive to a small town boy to come to town and go to these fancy balls at the driving club. And I kind of was on the coattails of my brother doing that when he was dating my now sister-in-law. So she would fix me up with her friends. So, you know, and back in those days, if you made your debut, there were 4 or 5 parties given for you. And they were wonderful parties. They were wonderful cocktail parties. They were theme parties. And I was shallow enough to like that sort of activity. But once you graduate from high school, there were 2 other girl organizations. One was called the Assemblies, and one was called the Cotillion Club. So you graduated from college and you would become a member of these, and sometimes they were costume balls. But one time I had a date for a masquerade party for the Assemblies, and it was during the Christmas season, and I had overindulged the night before, and I had this date to go to the Assemblies, and my brother did not have a date that evening, so I called him at C&S and asked him if he could substitute for me, and he gladly did it. I always took a great deal of pride in the fact it was a masquerade party. But when he picked up his date, she didn't realize it was not myself, it was my brother, and my brother had thought I had called and told her that. I had not felt like doing it. So she went with him as his date to the masquerade party. And as the night wore on, several people realized that it wasn't who she thought it was. And to this day, that girl is not forgiven us.